Hey guys, my name is Dewey Jones. Welcome to Colorado Mall Crawlers, where we film off-road trail guides with stock and unique vehicles. Now hopefully today is going to be a trail guide, but I have to tell you, we tried yesterday to film some incredible stuff and it was a failure after failure. I'm going to tell you all about it in this video, but it ended up with me ending up in a hotel room when I have my home that can go anywhere. This was a complete mess because it's Memorial Day weekend and this was way too expensive. But this isn't my trip and this was not my plans. I was only gonna be here for one day. We'll get into that, but let's go meet the fellow YouTuber whose trip this is. I'm excited for the trails we're gonna be running today. Alright guys, we've made it to the Exxon station and we are here with the Fearless Trailhawk right here, getting his awesome Cherokee KL ready. We're gonna make Sean jealous by wheeling with another amazing Cherokee. And I think these guys both go after each other and see who could take their KL through the roughest terrain. But I think Jason might be beating him based on this trip, but you're gonna have to see his videos to see that. We also have a Compass with us, which I'll introduce you to them out there. They may have been on the cover, who knows? You know I love those little Jeeps. All right, guys, we are working our way down Cane Creek Road. We're making our way to Hurrah Pass and Chicken Corners. It's gonna be great. But I need to tell you about yesterday, because that was all I was planning on doing. I was just planning on coming down here, giving Jason, the Fearless Trailhawk, some support on Steel Bender. He was gonna do it alone, and you know, you can't let another wheeler do it alone. I guarantee he could do it, but you know, things can go wrong, all that kind of stuff. So we meet up. I ended up beating the train that I had brought in that night at Crescent Junction. I was pretty stoked about that. Granted, I hadn't slept, but we went to Steel Bender, we met up and we started wheeling it. I was excited. I was ready to get out there on the trail. It was looking to be a beautiful trail. We get to the first water crossing and man, did it look high. But we're kind of assessing it. We're about to go do it and a Bronco Raptor comes by, 37-inch tires. And, you know, we talked to him for a little bit. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go do it. Let me check it out. I got, you know, big tires on this. Let's see how deep it actually is. And we get out there and we watch the Bronco go through it and it goes over his hood. That might be. You got to be careful crossing water. That's how you flood an engine. Well, he decides he's not doing the trail. Because especially too, because that wasn't even the deep water crossing. There's deeper water crossings after it. Not much deeper, but we were like, this is just a bad idea. And so we ended up turning around there and we decided to do the flat pass route. And I'll tell you about that later. I need to catch up with these guys and find out what's going on. Man, is this road gorgeous, and it's nice and smooth. Although I do wish I aired down for this, but I'm probably gonna have to rush to work after finishing this trail. This trail can take quite a while, especially with us filming. We're gonna have drones up and all that kind of stuff today and try to get good shots for you. All right, let me keep catching you up on yesterday's misadventure. So we decided, okay, that water crossing was too much. Let's go check out the flat pass route of Steel Bender. It has a water crossing, but maybe that one's a little bit better. So we head down the road and we head towards the flat pass and we get there and it's gorgeous too. We're like, yes, this is gonna be good. Water crossing has a fun little ledge to climb down and we're getting excited. And then we walk down to the water crossing and we measure it and it is deep, really deep. And you have to kind of drop off a ledge into it. And we're like, okay, that's gonna put our air box right into the water. Then this beautiful Cherokee comes by, orange Cherokee. We talk to him and he's like, oh man, it's kind of high, but I think I'm gonna go for it, is what he says. And we're like, all right, we'll film you and we'll get an idea and see if we'll be joining you. Luckily, he was able to climb out. He was lifted. He had 35s on it. But again, probably too much of a risk for the Trailhawk and my stock Wrangler. Boy, do I love water crossings, and that was a fun one already, but that kind of brings me to what's going on right now. It is early season. Well, it's not really early season right now. This is when you can do, it's May 27th. Usually you can do most of Moab's trails around this time. Granted, you know, the mountains is the same thing. You never know. It's based on snowpack, all that kind of stuff. But this year is crazy for snowpack. We definitely needed it, absolutely needed it. But that brings me to what we did after Steelbender, and that was LaSalle Pass. Now, Jason, the Fearless Trailhawk, and I, we started going up there just to explore. We knew we'd most likely encounter snow, but we weren't sure where we would encounter snow. And I have the information on that trail up there on the screen right now. I will be doing a full trail guide. We'll have all kinds of information on Steelbender. But we kind of went through it. It was relatively easy at the beginning. It got a little bit more challenging later, but it was still quite easy. I did get to go into 4 low, which was fun, but we're climbing up and we're going through, seeing beautiful sights, and we're getting excited because it looks like maybe we're at the high point. But we get to this water crossing and there's just snow all on the other side. Snow with a water crossing. Not a great place to turn around, but we're gonna get back down there and we'll just work our way down. But this is a beautiful trail. I definitely plan on coming back and doing it, but the trail continues over there. But yeah, we're now doing Hurrah Pass and Chicken Corners today. I am excited to see those sights. We should be able to get the drone up there. It should be absolutely beautiful. But let's get to those trails and I'll tell you all about them in typical trail guide fashion. Well, already the trail is going better than it was going yesterday. Now, sometimes just wheeling through this stuff, you feel small, which I really love, because it just shows you how massive some of these rock formations are that you get to drive through it. All right, guys, as we turn this corner up here, we will be starting Chicken Corners. And I'm excited for that. That's a pretty good distance trail. Right now on the screen is the basic information about Chicken Corners, and it should be fun, but it should be a little bit more challenging than what we've encountered so far. All right, guys, we have made it to the corner of Hurrah Pass, and it turns into Chicken Corners that way. We're gonna be completing this trail and we'll give you all the information, show you everything that we can find. But yeah, so far it hasn't been that bad. It should get rougher down there, but we're gonna see. It's just because it changes from easy to moderate in trails off-road, but you never know. I know. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was kind of funny. One of the guys that's in this tour group said this would be better in his Jeep. And so far, I'd probably agree. Now, nothing to get side-by-sides, but this is an easy trail. And it's a trail that might be better just to take it in slowly. Unfortunately, I think I may have spoke too soon about us having a uneventful day compared to yesterday. Unfortunately, Fearless is having some issues with his KL. It's been fine all day, but it's now just, it'll start and then it'll stop, and we're trying to problem solve it. We're having to jump it. It's not looking good right now. We'll see. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, I got Jason in here. We're just trying to get service. We thought about this. It's probably not safe without having brakes or anything to pull the Cherokee through this. Nope. So we're trying to find someone that can actually do this the right way. Guys, we are currently making our way back up to Jason's Trailhawk. We went down there and we made some phone calls. We got a recovery vehicle coming, which we are actually chasing that recovery vehicle, and we are working on getting back up there. But yeah, we had to go down there. We didn't have any cell phone service, so we didn't have the numbers of any recovery places. But we also found out more information about the Trailhawk. It may be just a simple hot weather issue, and the fact that the Trailhawk has been sitting, it may actually start. We'll see. We'll see. But that's why we're trying to get up here right now. And I'm trying to get up there because this tow vehicle is going to need to talk to Jason. Well, this is actually very funny. We are actually being recovered by the Moab mall crawlers out here in Moab. Brakes, brakes.
This is the second time now that I've had to leave this thing in Colorado.
You've talked to me about getting one of those. Is that kind
I'm
of...
looking at one of those, but I just can't tow much. That's my problem.
Yeah. Well, what was that rental car saying to you? You stopped to talk to them.
They were like, are you going to get that white Jeep up there? And I was like, I don't know. Like, how much does it cost? Well, they're talking to me. I was like, I'm charging the guy by the second. So, and they were like, oh, how much does it cost? And I told them, like, $200 an hour. You're talking to me, it's costing that guy money. Like, dude. Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, Colorado mall crawler. You go wheeling with this.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. Alright, unfortunately, our ideas of the vapor lock thing did not work. That was just too hot. It didn't start, so we are having to get the Fearless Trailhawk towed down to Moab.
Yeah, you're all good in the back.
Alright guys, now I don't want you guys giving Jason any crap about buying a Wrangler. Wranglers break too. You know, he pushes that Cherokee more than anyone else, and that Cherokee has done amazing things for him.